Hello everyone, this is Chromonym. After our last episode in which I explained crafting for beginners, I decided I would make this a series trying to help out people who just started Stalker GAMMA specifically. And the next big problem I've seen all beginners face is tackling the various labs around the zone. So I decided I'd make an episode dedicated to each laboratory and where you can find stuff, although of course some things will be in different spawns depending on your game. But I would at least like to do a run of each just to show you how I would do it, what gear I would probably use, just to be safe with it. Yeah, today we're gonna be starting out with Agroprom. This is the first laboratory. Well, it's not really a laboratory, it's an underground installation, but this is basically the first dungeon, so to say, that you will come across in the game where you actually have to go in for a main mission. So the mission comes after meeting with Doctor in the Great Swamp. He tells you that the Strelok stash will probably be in the Agroprom Underground, which is in the Agroprom area of the zone, which is right to the west of Garbage. There is also, if you're friendly with the military, a mission you can take from Colonel Kuznetsov, I think. He is on the 3rd level of the Research Institute. Let me turn on my areas. So this big building right here, he also asks you to get some documents, which you will find in Strelok's stash. So I am not on an actual normal gameplay. I am using the console, but I just disabled God mode because I used it to quickly get the missions that I need, so I don't spend too much time preparing for the laboratories. And I will probably be doing this between the various laboratory episodes just to hurry things along. But I kinda took this gear as basically you will do Agroprom when you're starting out. You will probably try and wait until you have a proper shotgun, maybe, or maybe an SMG or a low-level rifle, but I really recommend the shotgun. And this is basically the scientist's starting gear. I did change the helmet, and you will definitely need a headlamp because it is very dark in there, or maybe even night vision if you have basic tools. So we have the base Ecologist armor, which you can get from starting out for 500 points. It is a medium armor. I just threw a couple of upgrades in there just to emulate what you may have in the early game when you get here. We have the USB match, which is also a starting weapon. And I grabbed the Remington, honestly, off a bandit. And seeing as it's the first shotgun that dropped, I went ahead and just fully repaired it. Other than that, we have 134 rounds of buckshot, although you won't need that much. I'd be amazed if you'll use more than 50 rounds. And we have some Hydroshock for our gun. Other than that, we have some meds. Always take, well, you will always have medkits, I hope. And you will definitely need bandages, because you may meet bloodsuckers down there. Yeah, and that's it. So let's do a quick run to find Strelok's stash. Now, after this, I will also run and pick the mission from the Ecologists to clear out the Agroprom Underground. I've never done it before, so it's gonna be new for both of us. Well, for all of us. I did hear something down there. But I would like to show you how I would do that, and probably what gear we will need to clear the research area as well. Okay, so first thing you will notice when you get the mission, it tells you to take this path inside, right near the, what is this? I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the base where loners and ecologists appear. I don't really like this entrance. You end up fighting a group of five-ish, I'm gonna say, bandits right as you get in there. So what I do is I take the stairs, which are right down here. I'll even set a waypoint. So these stairs here, there's the little stairway. There's a stash right next to it. Let me make sure the weapon's loaded with buckshot. And this is where I usually go in, and I end up bypassing all of the bandits. Alright, so here we are. I'm gonna turn on my headlamp. Never go there. It's a bad place. We're full of fire anomalies and snorks. So we're gonna take the stairs down. Now, if you follow this path, you will probably end up fighting a couple of Tushkanos, which are the small rats. Always jump over this anomaly. It's pretty mean. And we can also expect to meet bloodsuckers and maybe burers or... Oh, there's a burer. Oh boy. Oh god. And for some reason all my weapons are unloaded. So yeah, that was the burer. And he actually managed to throw a barrel at us, which almost killed us, but yeah, that's kind of what you can expect here. This honestly is the worst case scenario. Most of the time it's just a bloodsucker, and you can actually see one right there. He probably fought the burer and lost, or ended up in some anomaly. And the Tushkanos always spawn in from the back, but if you're quick to jump up here, they end up running through the toxic anomalies and kill themselves. But yeah, this was a very, very close call. But yeah, it's what you can expect here. So, now that we're down here, Strelok's stash is pretty easy to reach from this spot. All we have to do is move along this hallway. We can loot anything on the way. And always check these little places, because there can be more... the side tunnels, I mean, because there can be more bloodsuckers spawning. Right, so to the left you will see a hole with a ladder in it. It's near these green boxes. Just jump up the boxes, climb the ladder. You'll need to crouch up here. And this is Strelok's little hidey hole. Now, once you're here, you're pretty much safe, so you can just go on looting. Here are the military documents in the cubby to the left. And also, kerosene, chili beans, so make sure you loot everything. Strelok's notebook, which is part of the main mission. Make sure you loot everything here, because there can be some pretty cool stuff. Which could be very good when you start out. Alright, and also check Strelok's stash, because there's a worn notebook here, which, from what I remember, you can give to Strelok when meeting him later in game, and I think he'll give you some reward. Right, so, going back out, I'm just gonna jump right back in, down the stairs, and we'll just run back the way we came. Make sure to avoid all the anomalies. And here comes the tricky part. This anomaly will murder you. So, let's just vault over. There we go. This was much harder before vaulting was a thing. You actually had to try and parkour yourself up the stairs. But yeah, that was Agroprom Underground. So from here, we can just run back. Turn the military documents back into to General Kuznetsov, and then we can follow the trail for finding Strelok all the way back to the Rostock bar. Though it could be a different place, depending on which faction you're playing. Alright, here we are, and we can turn the documents in.
No?
Mission accomplished, and he will actually award us, well, never mind. Usually he does award us a pretty good money, a pretty good sum of money. Okay, that was a hard sentence to utter. And he can also give you other stuff like armor, sometimes even weapons. So you can take the next mission off of him, which will ask you to get the documents from Lab X18. But we will do that in another episode. Alright, so that was it for the base missions, which you will do in Agroprom Underground. And now let's move on to the Ecologist cleanup of the Agroprom Underground. Alright, so to pick the mission for the Agroprom Underground cleanup, you actually have to come back to Yantar and talk to Dr. Sakharov. I'm sorry, there's someone fighting out there. Right, you can actually pick it from the task board as well. And it should be... yeah. In other tasks, he asks us, he tells us that the research teams need to check some anomalies in the Agroprom Underground. But it's full of mutants and very unsecure, so they need help to clear out the tunnels. So we'll accept that task. Yeah, I think that's it. Right. And let's set it as active. And we will go check it out together. It's actually telling us to go through here. We'll see how we do. I might do a practice run before, just so I know what to expect, and so I can properly show you how I would do it. So, see you there. Okay, here we are back. So I did a couple practice runs, and I would not go in there for this mission without a proper medium armor, something with pretty good rupture resistance, and a better shotgun. Either a better shotgun or at least a rifle with some HP ammo, because what we will meet there are bloodsuckers, Bureaus, maybe poltergeists, but from the 2 runs I've done to practice, I met a lot of bloodsuckers, Psysuckers, and a couple of Bureaus. So this will be what we go in with, and this time I will go through this entry point here, and we will also deal with the bandits in there. For this, I also grabbed a couple of grenades. By the time you do this mission, and I don't suggest you do it as soon as it comes up, I suggest you leave it until you get advanced tools. I mean, if you hate yourself, yeah, sure, do it with just the basic gear. But yeah, these missions are not early game missions. So you should have some grenades by the time you get here. So let's jump in. Alright, here we are. I also grabbed a night vision kit for this. It should make it just that little bit easier. So, let's deal with the bandits first. So, I'm just gonna throw a grenade right in there. There are also some red barrels down there, which can explode if you grenade them. There's another one down there, but I can't see where he is, so... he's probably there. Oh, there's another one. Let's chase him down. Okay. Oh, we're not done. There's another bandit there. We're also taking some rads. We got him. Right, so let's bandage up. Use our ibuprofen. And these are all the humans we'll meet down here. So let's switch back to HP ammo and to the shotgun. So we're gonna delve a little bit deeper into Agroprom this time. And I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. Because if we're fighting bloodsuckers, the flashlight will be a little bit better. Night vision doesn't really help with seeing bloodsuckers. And I'm gonna have a little smoke just so we clear these rats that we've got. Alright, down the stairs. And once you reach here, in this room here, there are always bloodsuckers. Yeah. We can already hear them. Okay. I was really lucky this time. Which seems to be an ongoing theme with all my runs. That second bloodsucker should have killed me. But yeah, as I said, with the beginner shotgun, I don't think we could have made it past this part here. So let's loot them up. And let's keep on moving. I will stick with the assault rifle for now. I feel like it's a bit more consistent. Alright, so from here we'll just keep on moving to where the arrow points us. And it's gonna be this way. Right, no, not this way. Agroprom is a little bit convoluted. It spans over on it's set up in 3 different levels. And what I think we actually have to do is go to the stairs where we just were. Is it? So I just did Agroprom and I'm already confused. It's that convoluted. Let's just go clear it out and see what happens. I'm gonna take the path up the stairs here. This is another exit we can take if needed. But yeah, I don't think the mutants will be here. Definitely not here. And this is an exit. And that was a Psysucker. Well, we cleared him now. So in case he was an actual mutant to purge, we at least got him. Also, in one of the runs, I did also get lucky right at the start, and the two bloodsuckers that we met in the room actually ended up fighting the bandits. So that can happen, and it's really cool when it does. Doesn't waste ammo from our side. But yeah, we're gonna actually have to go back. And it's gonna be through that side tunnel I just mentioned. And it's gonna be up the stairs the way we came. This is the Bureau we killed in the last run through here, but do watch out. If you come here later, he might spawn back. Or some other mutant might. Just gonna wait a bit for stamina to regenerate. And we're gonna ult up here again. And this is the annoying part. We're gonna have to jump over this anomaly and go down these stairs, which is honestly pretty scary. Right, so here, watch out, there might be Tushkanos, the little rat guys, coming out sometimes, not always. And we'll just keep moving forward. And here we take a little right. There can be Tushkanos there as well. Watch out. Even if they're disabled from your options or the mod pack, they can still spawn. Sometimes they are scripted to just spawn in. Alright. We reached this fire anomaly right here. It just goes along the edges, so if you move through the middle, you should be clear. And we are gonna have to go in here. I'm gonna switch back to the assault rifle. And we can hear a Bureau. And there's a barrel right there. I wish for that to not hit us, if at all possible. I'm gonna try and get closer. Oh, crap. I'm gonna try and take cover from that barrel. Right, come on. And we got him. Right. Let's check our mission. And it appears to be done. So, at this point, all we have to do is go back to Professor Sakharov, and this mission should be clear. Now, this area is probably... The first two bloodsuckers in this area are probably the hardest. You really need to find a good place to take cover from the various barrels that are here. They are everywhere, and even with very good armor, a couple of barrels will take you out pretty easily. So do take care. Right, so with all this, let's go back to Professor Sakharov and turn in the mission. Okay, here we are. And we can just move in and wait for him to come over. And let's turn in the mission and see what he gives us back. The job is done. And we got a Night Star, we got a stash, and we have 6,000 and change rubles. So that was pretty nice. Right. So this was everything about the Agroprom Underground. Again, for the second part of the mission, I suggest you go in there pretty well geared. If we went in there with our starter armor, we would have probably died when that barrel hit us or at the first bloodsucker. So do make sure you have at least a good sturdy medium armor with good rupture resistance and a weapon that can actually shoot fast enough for you to deal with the bloodsuckers in there and the psysuckers. And yeah, I think that should be it. You don't really need the night vision. It did help us with the Burer, but we could have killed him with a flashlight as well. He's not that hard to spot, and Agroprom has pretty good lighting. So yeah, I hope this guide helped you out. And if you liked it and if it helped, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and also you can drop a comment with any other suggestions you might have for the Agroprom run. And if you have any funny stories about going the first time to Agroprom, I would love to read about it. This has been Chromanim, and as always, I'll see you all next time.